Mornings here in Tharaka Nithi are treasured. They are the only periods when the sun isn't too hot to make any manual work unbearable. Julia Kathari knows this too well and uses the brief window of opportunity to ensure her cows are well fed, for in a short while her client for the day will be arriving here. Julia doubles up as what many here refer to as doctor, but in reality, she is a community-based distributor of family planning services. Doreen has been her client for close to 2 years now. Today, she is here for her quarterly shot, which Julie administers expertly. After all, she has been doing this for close to 10 years now.
Hii huduma nilianza 2008, nikaitumia. Hii kazi si kazi ya kulipwa sana. Mimi nilipenda, ni kazi ya kutembelea wamama, kuwafundisha na kuwapea huduma mimi mwenyewe.
Family planning is usually seen as a preserve of women, especially in rural Kenya, both in intake and provision of the services.
Wanaume walikuwa wanakataa. Ati hiyo sio nzuri.
Mama kiunduka akijua hatapata mtoto na ujue mapenzi iko, mama atakuwa paka mwisi. Sasa kaa hivyo au anakingwa na kukosa kupata mtoto wa mtu mwingine.
But there is a group of men in parts of Tharaka Nithi County that are shaking up this status quo, not just in the administration of the services, but in the uptake as well.
Mtoto pili alikaribiana sana kwa sababu sikuwa najua mambo ya kujipanga.
Mudhengi's wife was advised to avoid family planning methods on health ground, but her husband stepped up to the plate. Person serving him is also a misnomer in this field dominated by women, but Julius Gitundu says this is a calling to serve his community.
Na hii kazi huwa inanipendeza sana. Kwa vile tulikuwa tunasanga moto mbeleni pale, tulikuwa tunaopia ya kwamba tunaweza kukataliwa na wananchi. Lakini tulipotiriniwa tukaanza kuja kufanya kazi huku. Tukafanya mikutano mingi pamoja na machifu, pamoja na area sub areas, mpaka community katukubali. Tukaanza kuendelea mzuri.
Indeed, their persistence and determination to break into the women-dominated field has paid off. They have clients coming to them now instead of them going to seek them, and most of those doing so are couples. But even then, their work is far from over.
Hata sisi wenyewe kama CBDs, community business distributors, tunapeana example mzuri kwa community. Hata mtu ukienda kumfanyia counseling, ile counseling unampatia, hata yeye anaenda kwako nyumbani bila umevaa. Mtoto akienda shule anavaa mzuri, anaona kweli CBD ananifanyisha kazi mzuri, hata yeye anavaa. Ndio wote wanatuangalia, wanatuona example mzuri kwa jamii.
Tulifanya juhudi sana, tukaelimisha watu na watu wote wakakubali. Na hapo ndipo tukahusisha wanaume.
Well, the nearest health facility where women seeking family planning services can access them here is way over the hills behind me at a place called Rukenya. But since they cannot go over or through those hills, they have to make a journey that takes about 3 hours one way to access this vital service. In a land where roads are impassable even in dry conditions and non-existent at worst, seeking family planning services in the government institutions, which are few and far apart, becomes a luxury many can hardly afford. The CBDs are a welcome substitute.
Kuna ule wakati tulikuwa tunaenda huko, utaingia kama unaandikiwa, ujasiwe ndio uende ukandungwe. Unapanga kama unaenda hospitali. Si atutaenda useme na kujia sindano udungo urundi. Hapana, saa ni sali moja kwenda, ukae kama masali matatu ama maine, saa unasikia ni mchana meisha. Siku imeisha.
In Kenya, the injectable is the most preferred method of choice for family planning amongst women. And it is easy and it is readily acceptable by the women. So in Tharaka Nithi, there was a problem with the high fertility rate because
taking the family planning services to the people was in response to the unique challenges of this land, and its effects are being felt. The demographic survey of 2014 showed an increase in the uptake of family planning in the county, placing it in the enviable list of counties with a modern contraceptive use.
Generally, the prevalence rate of Tharaka Nithi, before the CBD was around 38%, and now we have moved to almost around 74%, the CPR, contraceptive prevalence rate, which is very good. So with the use of CBDs, we have realized a high rate of uptake of contraceptive methods because these CBDs live with the community.
And having seen the success, our key strategy is now to scale up this program to other inaccessible areas of the county, whereby we have access to healthcare facilities, being poor, where the distances are longer.
Success of the program now means that families that would have over 8 children can now determine to have smaller families, just like that of Samuel Kiunga. Brenda, Wanga, NTV.